that my sister and I was praying to God. And I never will forget, I was about 8 or 9 years old, and I had a bad dream. And I was scared, you know. I'm 9 years old, and I don't know what, but I whatever reason, when I woke up, I was like, I don't know what to do to make the dream go away. And you know what my sister told me? She said, that just start saying the name Jesus and just keep saying it. And I was like, really? She was like, yeah, just keep saying his name over and over and over again, and then the feeling is going to leave you. So this particular night, I'm about 8, my sister's 9. We're in a bed that was right here. And I start saying the name Jesus with my sister. Matter of fact, she even suggested and said to me that, do you want me to say it with you? And I was like, well, yeah, you know. And she's like, okay, we'll say it together. So her and I in bed, and we're saying the name Jesus over and over and over again. Next thing I know, we start saying it so much, it was almost daybreak. Yeah. And I remember, and she do too, as we were saying it, when it got to daybreak, something happened. Something happened. And I just stopped. And I looked at this wall over here. It was actually, this was a wall where that closet is. It was flat wall. The bed was down here. The wall was above us. We was at the head foot of the bed, looking this way, saying, Jesus. And right on this wall, her and I saw an angel appear. And this angel was dressed in a white robe from head to toe. It was a Caucasian angel, came in ivory skin. He was ivory skin color man. Beautiful, bright smile. Dressed in white garment. And my sister and I was so in shock. I looked at her. She looked at me. And we was like, and we couldn't speak. Something when you're in the presence of an angel, you can't speak. And that great experience happened in this room. It happened right here. My sister also got stories of great experiences she had when she was praying with my mother, and something she discovered that happened in this room. That was a phenomenal experience for her. Now, I'm going to take it to this room. Like I said, still, there's something very important I need to share. So, bear with me here. When I came into this room, I've been living in here, like I said, 7 years. I lived in this room maybe about 4 years, 4 or 5 years. But I've been in this house 7, and when Mom passed, it's been me here. But there's a lot of things that was here that I never noticed. Like, I never noticed this, ever. This poem that's here. Now, for the sake of everything and what it's worth, because everything has to be torn down, that's like I do to bring forth a new beginning, I need to read this before it's torn down. And this is precious to me. I think everybody should have a copy of this in their home somewhere, and put it on your wall, put it on your bedroom, in your living room, in your dining room, but post it up your apartment, wherever you go, because it's extraordinarily inspirational. But it says a lot about the heart of this woman and what she was bearing and how she felt about her family and about God's provision over it. So I'm going to read this to you. I'll hold the camera up to this poem. I don't know if you'll see it out that good or not. So I'm going to make my do and read it as I just hold it up here, because there's a lot of light here too. Okay. So this poem says, God will grant this dear one a happy home. My people shall dwell in peace. My people shall dwell in a peaceful habitation, in assured dwellings, and in quiet resting places. Isaiah 32:8. Our God, our help in ages past, our hope for years to come. I turn to thee like a wandered in the dark, seeking a way out of noise and confusion of my life. For thou knowest, dear Father, how much noise and confusion enters into our home. Yes, I realize that many of the words and deeds are not always badly meant, but they do upset our home so much, Father. So today, dear Father, I want to ask thy blessings on all who dwell under this roof. Lord, help us to bear cheerfully together in sicknesses, any sorrows, and in any hardships. Bless those in our home who have jobs, duties to perform, dear Father. And bless any small children within our home and those who may have left it for homes of their own. Yes, Father, bless and keep those who have left our dear home for places far away. I thank thee, dear Father, that even this little talk with thee has brought thy spirit into my heart. I know thou will answer my prayer, and I thank thee. I thank thee for so much comfort, happiness, and peace. Amen. And it's titled, A Prayer for This Home. My mother wrote that. I know she did. By the writings and everything. I know she did. But when I discovered this was about maybe just 3 weeks ago. I just discovered it. So now I'm going to take you back to the other side. Zion, get in front of me. Go. I will also say, too, although I exited the room, but it's been on my heart, I need to mention that. My eldest brother, when he stayed in that room, I remember he had how could I say? It was a girlfriend he had, or he was trying to get to know. And he decided to go get some drinks. And he threw up all that night. And I remember he told us it was such a horrific experience on him. He would never drink again. He don't know how much of a positive influence that was. Because he wasn't saying, don't do it, try it again if you don't like it. He was saying, nah, that's not cool. He was a very, very, very positive influence. As I said before, it was back down here in the living room where he used to do push-ups on the floor. That he was always showing about inspiring, about achieving, about always going greater, getting higher, getting more. And he wasn't just born with that. That comes through his mother.
Positive, encouraging, K-Love.
All right, we back upstairs. Now, as I said before. Now, I left here to get my company started. And I'm the one in the house right now, so excuse all this fluttering out. Like I said, there is no editing here. This is all natural. So, I want to share something that's very personal and private, but it's about to be out with the world. Only ones who know about this is the family. When I said I left Arizona 7 years ago to get my company started. This is a biblical clothing line. It has nothing to do with me. I have a heart to serve people, and that is who God made me. And blessed be those who are built for the kingdom of heaven, because everybody is not. Some are really built, and God knows, no matter how much He loves them, He knows that their road is for destruction. They will never taste heaven. So I am so pleased that God saw that the light in me was worthy. Now I'm going to share this. This is a part of why I come back to Arizona. Okay? And before I knew my mother was sick, I was just inspiring for this. But God does everything for a reason. But this is why I returned. If you see on here, this is a couch. But if you look up close on this couch, no matter how a little bit dirty it is, I know it's made me to watch and stuff, but you'll see it's the books of the Bible. On the bottom, it says 2 cherubims of gold in the 2 ends of the mercy seat. Exodus 25:18. I put that on the seat, so like where you sit at, it's supposed to be representing sitting in between the 2 cherubims, which is where God dwells. Wanted to show out into here. I don't even know if you can see it up much. Probably cannot. It's dark right now. I'm going to get a good footage of this probably a little bit tomorrow. Maybe not, because it doesn't matter. The world's going to see it. But also, too, as a curtain, I did the same thing. It's the books of Bible that's on this curtain. There's something else. This is where it began, that my mother's seen. And she even dreamt that she was beside me when this company was out and there was the warehouse. And I know now how she's going to be beside me. If you look at these pants, this was one of my first creations. When I was living in Arizona, my brother came to visit me. And he was the first one to see the clothing line. And the first thing he said to me was, Vet, this is a gold mine. Because this ain't God. Vet can't do this. This is what's in my soul. You know, that is the name that your parents, that's the name that my parents gave me. That's the name that you get. But my soul has its own name that is marked by God. And that's this work, you know. This work is nothing but righteousness. If you see, these are pants. If you look up close, you will see that it says Israel, Libya, Chile. They're different. They're every part of habitation that's on this earth. But on one leg, it says brothers of these pants. And on the other leg, it says sisters. And this is my first creation. But God developed me from that. This was pants I can still fit in now. But I now do these designs for men, jeans, and only skirts for women. Because that's where God developed me too. I don't believe in a pair of pants on a woman. Because the clothing line is about the essence of God and going back into the culture and tradition of God, because we are the last generation and God is getting us ready for this new world that God is bringing about, not the evil world of this one world order that these elite are trying to pull together. That's not going to survive in its end. This is something that's going to survive forever. This is what God is doing. If you see, even in has blouses. On his blouse,